Yo, what's up everybody? I'm gonna do a little series of videos here, kind of like a farewell to some sets for the standard rotation. So just kind of want to kick it off in order. The next few videos are just gonna be some Zendikar Rising, Kaldheim, Strixhaven, and AFR as we kind of bid farewell to the cards of 2021 and watch them leave standard as Dominaria United gets ready to come out. So, without much further ado, yeah, we're going to get into the first of two Zendikar Rising set booster box openings, which I think I've opened two of these on the channel so far. And what's interesting is to look back at the past when this was basically the first, I believe these were the first set booster boxes. Just like Eldraine was the first collector's boxes, these I believe were the first set boxes that Wizards did. So yeah, these are pretty fun to open, and one cool thing, they've got the little cherry on top there, the beautiful box topper. There's some sweet lands in here. I think we've opened an Ancient Tomb, and I'm not sure what else. I think there's Cavern of Souls, maybe? Something in there. I'm not sure if there's fetches or pain lands, but I think there are. So yeah, we're just gonna fly through these, make a few quick videos to kind of just ramp into the release of Dominaria United. So yeah, hope everybody's doing good out there. I hope everybody's hype on Dominaria United. I know I certainly am. Just classic commons and uncommons. We're gonna kind of bulk those up together and just fly to our rares and our goodies. Crawling Barrens. You know, I just saw this card for the first time the other day. I wasn't aware of it. It's not bad, though, especially for the new Lands Attacks Commander foil. So, pretty mild. I will say for set boosters, these were pretty mild. Even though this is the first time they did these, you know, I think the big allure was like all the hype everybody still had over the expeditions from, what was it, Oath of the Gatewatch and Battle for Zendikar. So I think they were kind of trading on that still being a big thing. But there's quite a few cards in here that do things in different formats, especially in the rare slot. Undo Inversion. Destroy all non-land permanents. Wow, didn't know about that. And it's modal. That's cool. So I think in this one, it's definitely one of those sets where, you know, we can see them, you know, set boosters have gotten a lot flashier, but also has the list. So I think it has those nice little cards explaining the list. And interesting, we're going into a big shift on the list. As we open some of these set boosters, one thing to keep in mind, Vampiric Tutor and is leaving the list, I believe, for the first time in years. And oh, Drana, the Last Blood Chief. What's she up to? 2 black and 3, 4/4 flying. She attacks defending player. Choose a non-legendary creature in your graveyard. Return to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. It's a vampire. She's great. First mythic on the box too. Not too bad. We'll make a little pile for mythics. That's really how we're starting to track value on some of these older sets here. So yeah, so Zendikar Rising set I didn't really play much, but you know, it's about to leave standard, and actually looking back, it actually had quite a thing. I mean, I remember when Agadeem's Awakening was still such a big card. The Rogues deck was such a big thing. So kind of interesting to just take a minute and look back and remember what it was like with this set in standard. Squad Commander. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white core warrior creature token in your party. Oh, that's right. It had this party mechanic. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, creatures you control are indestructible. Okay, not bad for party. Party is not very good, though, from my experience. You know, it's interesting to see they've kind of brought party back. So, I mean, party has more support with, gosh, it wasn't even AFR, was it? It was Commander, Baldur's Gate, Commander Legends, that had more in the party mechanic, but didn't really seem party did much. There you go, Soaring Thought Thief. Remember his heyday in standard, at least on Arena. I saw a lot of that Rogues deck. Shadow's Verdict. 2 black and 3. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers with converted mana cost 3 or less from the battlefield, and all creatures are planeswalkers. Huh, that's not a bad sweep for low value. I don't think that got much play. Sorry, first double pack. Coveted Prize. 1 less for each party. Search your library for a card. If you have full party. Okay, so it's a very toned down tutor for party. Sorry, I don't see it much. Oh, and our first card from the list slot. What do we have here? Brothers Yamazaki. Oh yeah, I remember this guy, the little clone samurai, kind of a riff on Stang from back in the day. So we'll go put these tokens over here, make a spot for our list cards. You know, you never know with opening some of these older stuff boosters what kind of cool stuff you're gonna find from the list. I even noticed some duplication in the stuff. Beautiful. Beautiful foil signed art cards. Love those. Love those. And you know, art cards, it's so funny. It's so used to them now. Little Ruin Crab, great card. Brush Fire Elemental. Oh, cool. Showcase Lotus Cobra. That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. Man, that art is awesome. This is a good look for Loco. Man. That's great. And Utility Knife, little foily. Oh, second card from the list. Wow, 2 lists back to back. Drift Phantasms. Little Transmuter. Those aren't bad. People do run Transmute. Huh, interesting. Boy, throwback to what year? Man, what year was that? When 2004? Is that 2003, 2004? Is that Kamigawa and Ravnica when those sets were coming out? Wow. So those are cards from the list from, gosh, almost 20 years ago. That's wild to think that that was like 20, 15, 20 years ago. Man, who knew? Who knew what was in store for us then, you know? That's why this is going to be kind of a fun series of videos. A little Valcode Awakening. Classic card. Still see some play here and there. Just a good utility land with an effect. Those modal lands doing its thing. And a whole lot of nothing from our foil slot so far. But yeah, that's why I just thought it would be fun to, as I gotta wait for my boxes of Dominaria United coming. I was like, you know what? Before I put some of these boxes away, before I start looking at my collection and saying, okay, this is not in standard anymore, I was like, why don't I open just a couple of these each and kind of say farewell? Hagra Mauling. I think this card saw a little play. 1 Lust to Cast. I know it's in the cube right now on Arena, which is fine. Foil Showcase Dreadworm. When it enters the battlefield under your control, it's indestructible. Okay, not bad for limited. Not really a card we're probably going to see play anywhere else. I know the big card we're looking for in this set will be our old buddy Omnath. Let's see if he makes an appearance over the course of these next couple videos. Old Omnath, Madding Cacophony. Sounds like a mill card. Yeah, mill 8. Spell is kicked instead. Oh yeah, okay, I remember seeing this in the mill deck with like Drana the Lock and whatnot. And a Nimble Trap Finder. He sounds like he's in the party. Yep, at the beginning of combat. Yep, he's a party. Can't be blocked guy. A Lull Mage Familiar. Adds blue or green, and whenever you kick a spell, gain 2 life. Oh, that's not bad. Is there a kicker deck in Commander yet? Like 5, I don't know if it's 5 color, but kicker value deck. We will see. Yeah, I don't know. I think the set was all right. You know, I think it kind of set the tone where we were a little... Oh, Luminarch Aspirant. That's still a good card. At the beginning of combat turn, put +1/+1 counter on target creature. She's going to see play right till the end of the days there. And Maul of the Skyclaves. We've seen this card quite a few times. Not a bad card. Not a bad card. Enters the battlefield. Attach it to a creature you control. And then 2/2 flying first strike. Not bad. Oh, wow. We got our 3rd list sought card, and boy, the hits from the olden days don't stop coming. Some 15-year-old stuff. Classic card here, Nezumi Grave Robber. This is just a classic utility card. I'm sure this is more of a considered more of a casual EDH card these days, but yeah, remove a card. If there's nobody, flip, which is super easy to activate, and then put target creature card in a graveyard under play for 5. I mean, this is just great for any mono black deck in casual Commander. Like, this Nezumi is a great card. That's awesome. That's actually like a card I'll throw into a deck. Sweet. Wow, all right. So three cards from our list slot. Looks like we got another one too. Boom, list slot right there showing up. No token in the end. Beautiful art from these set. Art cards are great, I gotta say. At first, I really didn't know what to think of them, and I was kind of like, these are terrible. Oh, Verizal, the Split Current. Legendary creature Serpent, blue-green X. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each mana spent to cast it. So you can even pay it for 2. Whenever you cast a kick spell, you remove 2 counters from it if you do copy that spell. Huh, okay, so that's a buddy with our other kicker card. So that is the blue-green, like, kicker Serpent Commander. Seagate Colossus in foil. And Pegasus Stampede, whoa. So we're going back to Stronghold. We're going way back. That's like 1996, 97, 98. Yeah, look at that. Buy back, sack a land, put a Pegasus into play. Huh. Man, funky. I remember seeing stuff for this card. 2 mana, sack land. Huh. Man, some interesting stuff in our list slot today. Really? Oh, another list card. Look at that, guys. Wow. Wow, look at us just listing. Listing Foil Island. Always nice. Always nice. Farewell cards. We'll see you another time. Beautiful. Needle Verge Pathway. Little flip lands. Those are worthwhile. Those will be sticking around. So that's a goodie. Ooh, foil rare. Swarm Shambler. Enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it gets targeted by a spell an opponent controls, make a 1/1 insect. 1 color's tap, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Not bad. A little Swarm Shambler. And whoa, quite the pack. Rare, land, foil rare, Swarm Shambler. And then we're going into Lazav, the Multifarious. What's his deal? Old Lazav, blue-black. When he enters the battlefield, surveil 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put it in your graveyard. For X, he becomes a copy of target creature card in your graveyard with converted mana cost X, except its name. Okay, not bad with surveil. I mean, only when he enters the battlefield. These days, this guy would probably also trigger that when he attacks, but cool. I didn't know this copy of him existed, and forgive the lawnmower outside if you can hear it, but we're just going to keep rocking. Wow. Okay, so the list coming through. Definitely some commander playables there, and a mythic in our list slot. Who knew? Beautiful signature on those art cards. Surfing on a manta ray. Who doesn't want to do that? I did that a little bit in Hawaii. Saw that little manta ray flipping and flopping. Nah, I didn't surf on it though. But I did see manta rays in Hawaii, which is pretty cool. Let's keep going. Sorry guys, that lawnmower is getting really loud in here, so I hope it doesn't ruin this video. I'll probably take a break and give my neighbor time to finish. Kicker. Enters battlefield's kick, gain control of target artifact with converted mana cost X or less. If it's an equipment, attach it. That's not too bad. I could see some utility in that. Really meta dependent, it would seem. And a foil. And we're back to normal cards, no list slot yet. But let's see if we can find a few more list cards. Is that our only mythic so far too? I haven't been keeping track, but we'll... Rare. Yeah, we only opened 1 mythic outside of the 1 in our list slot so far. Yeah, we have. Wow. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Hopefully there's a few more hiding in here. I mean, usually with the set box you can expect, you know, I'd say with the draft box, the old math was kind of like between 3 and 5 was pretty typical. You know, 3 pretty common, 4. And then with set boosters though, I usually expect closer to 6. To be honest, there's that classic logo from the set. Do like that logo art. Let's see what we got. Inscription of Insight. These are also in the cube. Kicker. I don't really like these particularly myself. Huh. So let's see. We're looking for some mythics. I know the big daddy mythic we're looking for is old Omnath. Hopefully he's in there. Beautiful foil. Archon of Emeria. This card's pretty cool. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. Non-basic lands your opponent control into the battlefield tapped. 3. Not bad. Not a bad little Archon. And Dauntless Unity. We'll pick up the pace a little bit, see if we can get to our other card here. But yeah, well, we're gonna end up with like no mythics in this one. Skyclave Apparition. When it enters the battlefield, looks all okay, and then leaves the battlefield, makes a spirit. I remember this saw a little play when it first came out. I don't know if Skyclave Apparition has seen any more play. I don't know the last time Spirits was a deck. So maybe Pioneer Spirits, is that a thing? Or Modern Spirits? Is Modern Spirits really a tribe? I could see it with, what's his name? Drogskull Reaver leading the pack. He's great. Good old Drogskull Reaver. Crag Plate Bailout, huh? Can't be countered. Hexproof haste if he was kicked. It's a 10/10. Wowza. That's quite a creature. There we go. Agadeem's Awakening. There's our mythic. And that man, this card is so good. You guys, comes in as a land if you want it to. Otherwise, it's just this amazing ability. Like this and any type of recursion, commander, pioneer. I mean, we're gonna see this card around for a long time because that's the level of that effect you would want. Let's see, we got another rare, 3 rares on this pack so far, 1 mythic. Whenever you cast a kick spell, draw a card. When he enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. Reveal a card with the kicker, put it in your hand, put the rest. Cool, little kicker filtering creature. And rabid bite. Bite, 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 fight, fight, fight. Alright, let's keep it moving. Let's see what else is in store for us. Glasspool Mimic. This card's kind of cool too. I think this card has some potential. Except it's a shapeshifter rogue in addition to other types. Very cool. Oh, what is this guy? A legendary crab? Oh, what do we got here? Crab action, huh? For 4, spells your opponent's cast that target him cost 2 more. So he's got ward 2. 3 colors. He gets +X, -X until end of turn. Dang, his tough, where X is the number of islands you control, and his toughness is 17? Holy cow. Man, arcades? This guy's got to be a big deal in that. Arcade's the strategist deck. He's 17 power for 4 mana, and he can... Whoa, well, that's pretty wild. I didn't know there was a legendary crab. A legendary crab in the set. Alright, I think we're down to like our last like 11 packs of this box. And still 2 mythics. We're way behind rate. I mean 3 if you count our list slot, but not exactly what we were looking for. So let's fly through here. Also, very few lands. This is quite a sluggish box here. Skyclave Shade. Just another kicker card. Man, we got the kicker set box. It's the kicker themed box. They were like, this is the one you give to your nephew, and at Christmas he'll suddenly be like, I love kicker. It's the best ability in Magic. And you're like, uh-oh. It's a good one, but I may have set my little buddy on the wrong path here. You know, because if the other one who gets Omnath and some Planeswalkers and a bunch of lands is going to be... There's that guy again. Bummer for a duplicate. There, little Bayluth. What do we got here? Kazul's Fury, huh? A little uncommon. He's just about to Kazul Tyrant of the Cliffs is just about to throw a guy off the cliff. I love Kazul Tyrant of the Cliffs, I will say. He is cool. Kazul. Farewell, Zendikar Rising. Shatterskull Charger. I used to play this guy a little bit on Arena in my red deck, just as like a budget solution, but he's okay. He's not that giant though, unfortunately. And he's the foot stomper giant. Ooh, there's a list card. Ooh, I scratched that one. That's on me. Hopefully that's not our vampiric tutor there. Let's see though, scratching it maybe did the thing. Magmatic Channeler. Our foil and Wayfarer's Bauble. Hey, people do use that card. Not bad. Man, we got a lot of like kind of mid-tier commander like staple cards. Oh, another list card too. Interesting. Man, that list collation. But we're probably gonna end up with close to, I mean, maybe 8 cards from the list on here. The old list. Scoot Swarm. This is a cool card. This is a cool card, and this is a new commander staple for sure. So that's a great hit. Oh, Nylia. Oops, I'm so sorry I hurt you. Not too bad. Okay. That's not as bad as I thought. I thought I like totally wrecked that card. Don't think I did at all. Okay, she's looking pretty clean. Let's go see old Nylea, Goddess of the Hunt. Man, is that our second mythic in our list slot? Wow. As long as our devotion to green is less than 5, Nylea isn't a creature. Sure thing, 6/6 indestructible. Other creatures have trample and she pumps. Dope. She's great. Man, Theros gods. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. Well, not feeling too bad now. Oh, no, our mythic count is still super low, guys. Like, you're seeing this at home. I've opened 2 honest mythics, and the other 2 are from the list slot in a set booster box. I mean, this is usually the one where you can go crazy. Oh, beautiful, though. Boom. River Glide Pathway in the full art is nice. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. That's a beauty. All right, feeling a little better there. And foil, Maddening Cacophony. It's not bad. Maddening Cacophony will still probably hang around for a while. That seems like it's got Commander Mill written all over it. Because each opponent mills 8. If this spell is kicked, each opponent mills half their library rounded up for 6 mana in Commander. I mean, when you're playing Mill, that is absolutely the card you want to play. You want to play that card a few times. Copy it even. Copy it even. Myriad Construct. 4 colors. 3 for kicker. If it was kicked, it enters battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each non-basic land your opponent. Whoa! Your opponent's control? Holy cow! In Commander, you figure you're playing 3 other people, and let's say it is turn 5, 6 when you cast this. They probably have 2 or 3 each. You know, if we're being modest, you know, I don't know how competitive. Let's say 2. So it's a 10/10. It comes down with 6 counters. Whoever becomes the target of a spell, sacrifice it and create a 1/1 equal to its power. Huh. Dude, Myriad Construct is cool. That's a great card. Wow. Wow, man, that just makes your mind race. It's cards like that you just think of. I mean, when it becomes the target of a spell or ability of a spell. Yeah, so you just want to do, wow. And I guess the trigger wouldn't resolve because when it becomes the target, you sacrifice it. So you'd almost want some just like an inconsequential spell. I'm sure there's still like a good way to target that. And you make all these little 1/1s, and then if that's like the battery to generate a ton of guys, that's almost good enough in Perforos. Like I play a Perforos deck. And actually, I could think of some good ways to play that where it's like, gosh, yeah, there's not too many targeting effects, but if you had a good way, like, I mean, man, I'm just trying to think of like what's the spell you play to get, you know, the most out of that? Because, man, yeah, again, if it's got those 6 counters on it and you get to bring 6 guys in, throw in a McKindy, not bad. Yeah, little modern day mana battery, but only kick spells. That's bad. And Royal Eruption. Royal. It's called Big Mac Eruption in America. Anyways, yeah, man, that Myriad Construct kind of makes the mind race. There's got to be some fun ways to get that into a combo orientation. Grakma, Skyclave, Ravager. What's your deal? Hydra Horror. Enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever another creature you control dies, if it has a +1/+1 counter on it, put it on Grakma. When it dies, create an XX Hydra where X is the number of counter. Oh, awesome. Okay, great. So he's just flipping tokens for you there. Gave Guru of Spores. Little buddy. I love this guy, Nighthawk Scavenger. Such a cool card. How did this not get played more in Standard? Flying Death Touch Lifelink. Its power is equal to 1 plus the stuff in your opponent's graveyard. So, like, it's just a super good Vampire Nighthawk with Vampire as its tribe. Like, that seems... Man, maybe I am out of touch with Magic. Back in my day, you'd have played that. I mean, back in my day, people splashed Vampire Nighthawk into more traditional Jund builds because it could pace well. That and Vampire Hexmage. You didn't really want to cascade into those off your Bloodbraid Elf, but honestly, turn 3 Bloodbraid Elf cascading into a Vampire Nighthawk hanging back is not bad. Inscription. Valakut Exploration. Nahiri's Binding. Okay. Nothing too hot. Got our last 2 packs left. Let's see. This has been an okay box. Just okay. Nothing too crazy. Aura, Skyclave, Hierophant. When it or another cleric dies, return a tarot card with the... Oh, that's good. That's good, especially with some of the new clerics coming out. That probably sees some commander play. That's the absolute black-white commander combo stuff for sacrificing to bring demons on the board. Because, yeah, you sacrifice those guys, bring a demon on the board, and just put other clerics back on the board. If you have just, like, your Suture Priest and stuff, like, you're set. That's actually pretty good. Little Scourge of the Skyclaves. Here's a mythic. Kicker. When you cast a spell, if it was kicked, each player loses half their life. Power and toughness are each equal to 20 minus the highest life total amongst players. Interesting. Wow. That's a wild one. Man, all of our mythics have been black. Well, that's our box, guys. I'm going to do one more quick check but before we get to our land. But yeah, I think the one thing that's shocking me the most is with this set booster box and even quite a few foil rares, we got some lands there. Looking back through, I think we got 3 honest mythics, which is wild to me. This was a set booster box. I mean, our other big stuff is a full art modal face land and a little showcase loco in the back there. Beautiful card. So those are fun. And we did get Agadeem's Awakening. No Old Boy Omnath, and we got an Ilia. But let's see what happens. Is this the one that has then the really wild Zendikar box topper? Let's take a look here. We're going to have, this is always the most fun part of these. And our box topper land is Sea of Clouds. Not bad. Not bad, little Sea of Clouds. That's a good one, though. One of those commander lands. Love that art. Beautiful. Well, 6 mythics on the box, including our list. Pretty low for a set booster, but all in all, pretty middle of the road. I guess this one's kind of lackluster, but thanks for watching, guys. This will be the first of my series. We're going to go through Zendikar Rising. I got one more of these to do. Then we'll go hit Kaldheim, and then we'll hit Strixhaven, and then AFR, and hopefully that'll be right in time when Dominaria United starts on my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. Peace.